Hi. Hello. How's everybody doing today? That is a loose screw. I should fix that, shouldn't I? Hold on. Yep. There goes. uh Hello Godzilla, how are you doing? Hello Steven, hello Puffer Guy. Got the Black Widow finally. Congratulations. Am I drunk? No, I don't drink much. I haven't really drank in a very long time. I'm just fixing an adapter on my mic stand, which would shock no one. All the way on. There we go. Had a problem in the past where my microphone has not sat correctly on my mic stand, and I think I see why it never did. There we go. Dude, I wish I drank. It'd be a little bit easier some days. All right. There we go. So much more sturdy. All right. So, let's get into this immediately. We're going to go right into testing. So, we're testing in a mod pack for a new project, hopefully coming up. Hello, Ramloos. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Looks like everything's working the way it should. Not seeing any issues on my end. I now check the feeds because God knows everything will go wrong if I don't check them. All three are active. All three are here. Hello, Tolly. Hello, Fate Apocalypse. Apparently, this is not getting my Twitch. Hello? How the hell did that happen? How did my Twitch, or how did my chat box, lose Twitch? Hold on. Fix that. Fix that real easily. Yeah, he just lost my Twitch Connect. That's so weird. When will I be streaming Forza again? Hopefully soon. Hey, Tolly, if you're still here, can you quickly say hello again so I can test make sure this works? If not, I understand. Yep, there it is. Thank you. Hello. Hello, Oliver. How are you doing today? I want to just make sure I can read everybody's comments. There we go. I should play Donut SMP someday. I don't know if I ever will. I've brought this up before. A lot of the, big public SMPs, they just do not entice me. I know I should probably at some point give it a try and, see if it'll change my opinion. They just never have enticed me. One quick second. There's always something. Always something as soon as I go live. All right. Here we go. But hello. What are we doing today? So today we're going to be we're basically doing what we did last stream. So last stream, if you guys weren't here, we were testing out a mod pack for a future project coming along. A lot of things to explain with that, but I'm not going into detail about what the new project is yet. But I did have the world ready, so I didn't have to go looking for a new world and rename it. But when will I play Forza next? Probably in the next couple of days. If I have the time, I'm going to do it. I do when I can. My PC's randomly struggling, going to do a restart. No worries, Tolly. Take your time. But the main reason I don't play on things like Donut SMP. Hello, Rodney. Falcesso? I don't know. Hello, Zeph Yang. But hello, Rodney. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. The main reason I don't play on Donut SMP or a lot of these other, big, I would say, public SMPs is they are not as interesting to me. An example is I have been playing hardcore for a long while recently, which has made it so much fun. And while I have while I do technically have an SMP that I'm a part of, being Fizzcraft, because it's not public, it means I can kind of do as I need to without the worry of just like, oh, you're a streamer getting like targeted because I stream kind of thing. That has been a problem on most public servers I have played at one point or another, is if you stream it and somebody finds out, they just make your life miserable. Like, I can't build in a place that I would, you know, normally do it, and otherwise I'd have to be on something that's like, I would say, God, this might date me a bit, but more like a faction server where the whole point is like, you claim your land, you live in your land, you can only go to war with people you agree to and shit like that. Like, that's kind of like the limit of where I'm like, I don't know, I've been on enough public servers that have been ruined for me simply by people not wanting to, I guess the best way I would put it is people not wanting to let others play on the space, but I know that there are people who... What am I doing? I just need a pickaxe. Like, I know there are people who want to see me play on, like, something they could play on and everything, but it wouldn't change much. And then that's kind of the part that they don't understand, is like, I wouldn't be sitting here waiting and playing with a bunch of people on a server like that because it stops progress when you're doing certain things. I don't know. Like Bed Wars? Not exactly. I knew I did that wrong. More or less, it's something like this. Like, a lot of people want to play... Like, I've said before, I want to eventually make something where, you know, you guys are able to join me and play, and, like, with Java's whole thing that they were trying to do, where they were going to make a friends list and an easy way to join worlds and stuff. I considered doing something then and doing it, like, on stream and everything, but... Not when am I going to play Hypixel again? Eventually. Eventually. I intend on doing Hypixel again. Like I said, I want to do things with the community. I just want to have, I would say, a little more control over it than just throwing something, you know, going on another server to do it. Especially because public means anyone could ruin it. On Hypixel, I can completely, like, I could make a private lobby for us to go play in and shit like that. I intend on doing it. It just takes time. I do intend on doing it. But that'll have to wait for a bit. I want to get this new project that I'm working on first off the ground, and then from there... From there, I will figure out when we're going to do more, I would say, community-based stuff. Like, one of the things I really want to do in the coming months is I really, really want to sit down and, like, do, like, game nights and stuff in the Discord. And I know there's not a lot of people in the Discord yet, but I really want people to be, you know... I want people to be able to join the Discord and have stuff to do, because recently I have not been able to sit in there, just way too busy with life. Which sucks. Taking a bed. That's fine. Did I not add it because I have it as a texture? Yep. That would make sense. There we go. I was going to talk about a lot of things today, because it's been, what, almost a week or so since I've been back? Okay. Let's go into some fun things for a second. One, I saw the Backrooms yesterday movie. If you like the web series, you should go see it. Kind of all there is to say about it. It's not like it's a bad, it's not like it's a bad movie at all. It's just people who don't know the web series have no idea what it's about. And it kind of shows. Stone. I just saw the notification. Jesse, you've reached a 65 stream streak. Why? Why? Why would you do that? Mother's health getting better? Yeah, so... A TLDR on that is yes and no. Yes, she's okay. Her back is better. She is still just as close to falling and hurting herself now as she is any other time. So yes, she's okay. After the last thing that I had talked about with you guys, basically being that she needed stitches and then ended up getting infected, and yada yada, she's okay now. So hopefully that'll be fine. I'm hoping to figure out a very clear-cut schedule going forward, because I don't know... Oh, damn. Every time. My main concern is... with the next coming months, although it'll be, like, summer... there will be a lot of things going on. And I will be a very busy guy. I'm not too certain that I'll be able to, Yes, Zephyr. I'll answer. I'll kind of give more on that in a second. There's just a lot going on. Like, I know my grandmother's coming up from Florida to spend some time up here. Means there will be a lot of extra people in the house, hee, which means I'll be doing a lot of extra work. As some of you may know, I go down to Florida every so often when I have the time to go help my grandmother with stuff, so her coming up here is slightly better, because it means I won't have to travel down there to help her, but it means that she'll be here instead, which means more work here. And that's fun to juggle. The issue with Backrooms isn't that it went mainstream, it's that Backrooms as a whole has been pretty much like a mainstream kind of concept for a little bit of time now. So, with them getting the movie, the problem is a lot of people who don't know anything about the Backrooms are going to see the movie and are getting confused at why the movie is the way it is. And that is really funny to me. Like, to me and one of my friends, because one of my friends loves analog horror, so we've been doing analog horror nights for a while where we attempt to watch different analog horrors. I say that because two of the ones that we like haven't been updated. One of them has completely been canceled, which is disappointing to us. But other than that, we quite enjoy it, and we were waiting for Backrooms because we all wanted to see the movie. I won't pretend and say that I loved the movie. Oh, you think Backrooms is the new SCP? No, I disagree with you. That's, I don't agree with that, because the difference is, Backrooms in itself... Alright. I can explain it kind of like this, right? SCP got known by everybody, but only by, like, the select few who actually gave a shit enough to learn about it entirely. Learned what it all was about. I don't want to use this. Like, a case in point. When you're talking about SCP, there's, like, a limit. If they know this person, or, like, this SCP or this SCP, it's definitely they know the basics. Am I in Bedrock Edition? No, I never play Bedrock. That's why it says Java in my title. Supposed to, at least. I assume it still does. No, I'm not in Bedrock. Favorite is Arcadia. I'll have to ask him if he's watched that one. Hello. I've subscribed. Well, thank you. Is there anything you want me to call you? Because I can read the name as I see it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to butcher it, like, badly. But hello, I guess I'll just... Never mind. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, see, this is the problem. There's a lot of people who really want to join me when I do certain things like this, especially, and I want to give people the opportunity, but because I don't play Bedrock, it's just not, I guess, feasible. I never really play Bedrock. The main reason is Bedrock just doesn't play nice. It does not feel like a complete game anymore. It feels more and more the more I've tried and played it. Like, I played it with my cousins a while back, because all they do is play Bedrock. That, like, the best way I can explain it is, it felt like I was playing, like, somebody else's interpretation of Minecraft now. It doesn't even feel like a Minecraft clone anymore, like it used to. It literally feels like somebody trying to remake Minecraft. And it is, basically. It's just not the same. I play Minecraft Java with, like, launcher and launchers on phone. Yeah. Look, I'm going to say the same thing. If you have an account on Java, play it on Java. You don't need a great PC to play it on Java. I have said this so many times. I should be grabbing copper. I really should be grabbing copper, but I really don't feel like done that because I grow more fond of Bedrock. Understandable. Like I said, I just wish Bedrock was closer to Java, not as in like one thing or another. I have been playing Java for so long that the minute differences between Java and Bedrock are like night and day to me. And that's the same thing for people who are on, Bedrock. It's just the differences are... They want to believe that these two games are like, the same, and they're just not. Like, the only argument I've ever heard for people going, yeah, but Bedrock's better, is the combat part, and I'm like, yeah, but that's now so far back that no one cares. If we really cared about our combat, we go back to play in the old versions. And the combat's only helpful when you're playing against other players, like PvP style. Do you know about Minecraft horror mods? If so, what's your favorite? I technically made one that I would consider a horror mod, because it truthfully is just that haunting thing. But no, I don't really... I don't have much in... Hello, Bad at Gaming. How are you doing? What if you only have console? There's nothing wrong with that. Steven, there is nothing wrong with that. If you only have console, then you can play Minecraft any way you're able to. I really wish that they would port over a way for Java onto consoles and stuff like that. Especially with the fact that most consoles actually can run a keyboard and mouse input. Which has been like a complaint I've had for years, is that consoles can now run a keyboard and a keyboard input. Why are we not making it so that you could actually, I don't know, play the game on keyboard mouse? I don't know. I'm good, how about you? I'm doing okay. What Minecraft do I play? What do you mean? Do you mean Bedrock, Java? Do you mean modded, unmodded? What do you mean? That's a first. I'm usually asked like what version of Minecraft I'm on, not what Minecraft I play. What am I doing? I don't need torches. I full bright. But I played Java Minecraft, and currently we're playing modded Minecraft. Hello, PB and Jelly. How are you doing today? Now, what is unexpected to me is that my older brother now wants to beat Bedrock Minecraft on his PC. See, this is the thing, right? Bedrock is now, like, on PC and everything, too, so it totally makes sense for it to, be there. Console or not, does not matter. However you want to play the game is all that matters. I wish that they would make it so you could play Java through things like Xbox Game Pass, because with Game Pass you get access to Bedrock. Throwing that out there. He wasn't interested in Minecraft. Oh, understandable. Can you give me ideas for shorts for IRL videos? If not, that's fine. It's an interesting question to ask another creator. Well, I don't know what you're able to do IRL compared to, like, others. Are there any Indonesians here? I don't know. It spawned one right before. Damn. My sister in Minecraft finally? Let's go. Bad at gaming, it depends, because, like, jokes aside, it all depends on what you're able to do in IRL. Like, if you're not able to do, like I have considered doing, like, I used to do a podcast time and time ago, which was me and a bunch of my friends sitting at a bar basically talking. And we could do that at any point. Like, we still have the microphones, we still have the bar. Maybe in a little disarray at the moment, but we have it. Aha, I knew you would still be around. But first, it's always good to get ideas from others, and it's a third-party view. I missed the podcast. See, here's the problem, Tolly. We've considered doing it again, and making it like a pseudo cheese to meet you video, too. Which is so much funnier to us. No, of course. Look, I wouldn't recommend somebody do something that puts them in danger, first of all. Hello, Real Bacon. How are you doing today? So the problem is costing money is kind of the hard part because it depends on what you have access to and what you don't. Free. All right. Remember me? I believe so. Hello, Tyler. You might just have to remind me what your old name was, because I know that that's not a name I recognize. I remember that I got access to your server and we have had that awkward VC. Now it's funny to me. Yeah. Throw ideas out. Worst case scenario, I could just adapt them. I guess you got a point there. Bruh. What? I'm pretty sure you had a different name back then. I don't remember the name Tyler McMahon. Zephyang, you probably have enough points now to actually get into the Discord. Like, now that I think about it, I think you have enough now. I don't need this gold. There's Nightbot. We love Nightbot in this house. Check how much you've gotten. We'll see from there. But so then... Yeah, Zephyang, I'm pretty... Oh, no, you're close. I think it's 55. Let me just double check. That's the only one that's not in the thing, like, ready to go. No, you have enough. It's 45. I was right. What about the first time? It's 45. Three. All right, we need to get 4 diamonds. Oh, no, we need... I forgot, we need more than 4. We need... God damn it. It's gonna be fun. Need more than that? No, it's 4,500. Sis turned 16 yesterday. Well, congratulations. Happy belated birthday, PB and Jelly's sister. Maybe you want to do content creation. Well, I've been doing it on and off for over 15 years. What made me do it? Well, back then, it was watching all of these people that I would have loved to interact with and do something with. Like, just to do something with them was all it really mattered. Like, I could name it. Like, Captain Sparkles, Brenny Beast, the Yogscast. They were all, like, I would say pivotal in the point that I, like, wanted to make something. You know, adding into all that, the other big one that a lot of people don't really think about is, like, I have always wanted to entertain people. I always want to make people feel better. I want to give people, I guess, in this weird way, it's like I want to give people a place that they can feel comfortable and, like, enjoy what they watch. Because there's a lot of bad, especially in, like, content creation. There was a period of time where content creation was just, how bad can we make somebody feel? It was, you know, how close to a line can we walk before, like, serious action gets taken? That was, like, the point of, like, the pranking and everything. It became less about making something that was, I would say, enjoyable, and became something that was more about just how quick could I clickbait this? How quickly can I get this to like turn on to me, if that makes sense? I think that has always just been one of those like turning points for me. I always wanted to make content that made people smile and made them happy. It's kind of one of those answers that's like super like soppy to an extent, but it's the truest answer for it is. What I always wanted was to try and make people happy. And one of the easiest ways I could do that, as dumb as this is going to sound, was, oh crap. That's weird. That broke my Fulbright texture. Ah. I didn't think that would have broken that, but apparently it did. Anyway. There you go, Zephyang. You've officially made it into the Discord. Reminder, only Zephyang can use that link. We'll know if it's you. You'll be kicked immediately. Sure. Hey, Zephyang, can you tell me your the name of your Discord account? Yeah. Yeah, politely is the word I would use for that, actually. I tried to be polite about it, especially. Okay, I'm just making sure it's you. That's all I'm doing. Mainly so that I or a mod can remove the messages so that nobody else is clicking it. I just wanted to make sure that that was you, and nothing else was amiss. That's all. Okay. That over there is a minefield. We will not be going over there. One over there, but if I break that, it'll send a signal to that one. Okay. More diamonds. Okay. I would say share the same view. The difference is that it's just, I've been doing it for on and off for so long that it's just, you slowly realize it's not worth trying to do for certain things. Like, what do we do in the Discord? All right, so that's fine. That's honestly fine that I lost only that. Give me a second. Let me organize my inventory a bit. I don't know if I want to keep the wool on me. My string. I was going to use the string to make wool. That's what I was going to do with it. Hello, Rain. How are you doing? Oh, there's no warden there. Not yet. There probably could have been. Had I stuck around, probably. I've gotten relatively good at traversing this stuff. You play the game enough, you kind of get good at what you're doing. Probably should make a shield, all things considered. Pretty cool for having a vet. Oh, yeah, my car. Yeah. Yeah, my Corvette. Yeah, my midlife crisis mobile, as I call it. Yeah. There's 1,000 reasons for that one. I know I've probably told the story on stream before. I don't really care about telling it again. But yeah, made my best friend delete my number, who I thought was my best friend. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Rain, I don't question as much why as just I understand the situation to an extent just from hearing that. If they're no longer your best friend, then that's all that matters. The reason isn't the most important thing to somebody like me. I'm on the outside. To you, that's all that matters is the reason why. But to me, I don't question why somebody makes a decision unless it puts them in harm's way, more or less. Like, there was a member of chat a while back that actively was doing things that were more harmful than helpful. That was where I would have asked, what are you doing? Or why you're doing it, kind of thing. Anyway, if you want to share, Rain, you can. You're welcome to share if you want. I want to make that clear. Just saying. You don't have to if you're not feeling it. But the other part of what I was about to say is, like, the whole thing with content creation, the part that is kind of on and off, like, slowly made it harder and harder and harder to do. Those squids look different in the speaking of old chat members, what do you think of new forest biomes? Who are we talking about that's like an old member of my chat? Who are you referring to, Tolly? Emeralds. Dappled? Oh, yeah. Brendan McLaren took out a loan for it. Had it for 6 hours before he totaled it. Yeah, people got to be smart about it. I've had my Corvette since. Let me think. Ooh. Hold on. Since 2009, 18, 19? It was a great segue. You're right. I'll get to it. Sharing the next one. No worries, Rain. Yeah, no. So what do I think of the new forest? I'm gonna say it. We don't need another new forest. Overhaul other biomes first, please. I'm done pretending like we don't need an overhaul for the desert or for, I don't know, the end, or I can name other places that need it. We don't need more. The Wool Stairs is so annoying to me. I'm happy we're getting it from a building perspective, but I'm so annoyed that we're getting it from the sake we didn't need it. The point is, we're like, this might be one of the better bulk sensor around. No. Alright, cool. Or a Shrieker, sorry. That's the one I'm looking for, was a Shrieker. And maybe a Shrieker down there, so I can't go down there yet. Give us concrete stairs and walls. I mean, that too. The problem, I don't even want concrete. I want them to add vertical slabs to the game. And I know that it's not hard because mods did it years ago. Let me some Americanized Formula 1 right now. Are you talking about Indy? I sure hope you're not talking about NASCAR. Because I got bad news for you about that one. NASCAR showed that it was better than most of the Formula cars in the one race it was in. He was kind of stupid, revved it up to 8,000, then dropped the clutch. The gears literally just broke and fell out in front. Yeah, that sounds about right. You do not need to drip feed us the content like they do. Yes, Indy. Indy's not bad. I have no problems with Indy. Not my favorite, but, make sure I didn't miss anything. No, I don't think I missed anything. Not. See, I'm not in love with Indy as much as I am the other stuff. I haven't really gotten too far into Formula, just because American. and it's not something we easily have easy access to, I guess is the best way of putting it, like NASCAR and Indy is. But I am starting my approach into it. My, I need my autocorrect not to screw me up. Hello, Deity. How are you doing? Yes, my mother is doing better. Thank you. Missed your last stream? It's okay. We didn't do anything important. We did nothing important. We're doing the same thing today. Like, if that's not proof we didn't do anything important. Doing okay so far? That's good. Want a nice car with vents because they look cool. You could... I'm gonna say it. You could add vents to your car for, like, $15. No. But you could, but no, you shouldn't do that. I will quickly say, for the haha of it all, I do not, because somebody actually thought I did. I do not drive the Corvette as my daily driving car. That would be ridiculous, first of all. And second of all, I live in an area where there is snow. There is no world where I am driving that year-round. I still like to watch stream, though. That's fine. Look, if you guys are in the Discord, you see what kind of car it is. It isn't your, like, standard, you know, your standard Corvette. It is a limited-run car, which makes it very fun to work on, especially when nobody wants to touch it. I just recently got the convertible top redone on it. It wasn't as bad a price as I thought it was going to be. Why would that be ridiculous? Because I live in an area with snow and salt, it would ruin the car. Maybe for not wanting to drive it all the time. I love it. Corvette is still peak being standard. The new Corvette, the C8, has not been a manual shift, and it upsets me. The last Corvette I could ever own is a C8 or is a C7 Corvette because I refuse to buy to drive the automatic only version. There, I said it. There, I said the quiet part out loud. Knew that was going to happen, too. I'm nowhere near where I was. Yeah, might as well just restart from that point. Alright. Hello, Bite, how are you doing? Anyway, I'm going to go see if... Never mind, see ya. Alright, Rain, if you need anything, we'll be here for a little bit. If you want to just have a distraction, we're still here. What do you do in the Discord server, if you don't mind me asking? Sorry, I meant to answer that earlier. So, one of the things that I was trying to do, I will make this clear. So sorry I didn't see you live. It's fine, Lucifer. I understand. To, like, give a, like, pretty easy answer on it, basically, what I have been trying to do, and what I was actively doing for a while, was I was trying to sit in calls often enough that people would actually get to, I would say, interact with me. Meaning, like, if I was playing something like solo, I might be sitting in there so I could talk to people if able to. One of the things that I really wanted my Discord for was one, it's the easiest place to get notified if I do anything. Like, if I'm going live, you'll get notified there and not have to worry about YouTube's delivery service, which, as you can see, has failed Lucifer. As you can see. The other thing is, I like to sit in there, which means you guys would actually get to, like, talk to me more one-on-one. I know Ned's done that a few times. Zero does that quite often. It's nice to actually get to talk to you guys in, like, a... How I would put it is, like, a more... Not just straight, like, chat to everything else. It's kind of more, like, things like that. I was looking into it to do, like, game nights and stuff, or, like, we would be in there, like, whether it be me and a few friends, or just me and somebody else. And we were going to just go on to, like, Hypixel and stuff and just have people join, you know, basically just have fun. But the main thing is, it's just a community. It's the easiest way to get involved with the community as a whole. So, yeah. Hopefully that answers the question that you wanted. I sure hope I did. It's not necessary. It's more of, like, if you wanted to, you're welcome to join. Yeah, it's 4,500 byte. So sorry, I was busy finishing my Discord server. It's okay, it happens, Lucifer. Reminds me of seeing a, Mr. Driver riding a black C7. See, I like the C7's body style. My father had one, so I wouldn't mind getting one. I have the VIN of that thing, so I can track it down. Maybe at some point I'll end up buying it. That's if I can afford that thing. With how everything's gone, I won't sell my Corvette, but it would be something I would be willing to sell if necessary. I'd sell my house before I do that. Yeah, I'm not kidding about that. But that is not because of a unnecessary purchase. That the whole thing is sentimental. I say that as like a partial joke, like I would sell my house before I'd sell it. What I'm saying is I'd rather downsize my home than get rid of the Corvette if I could avoid it. The Corvette is in memory of my father. When I was growing up, my father had a 98 pace car, Indy pace car Corvette. So, in a hurricane that came by, it actually destroyed the car. It destroyed that and his Impala. And basically, for years after, my father would search eBay and car listing and look at those two cars again and try and buy them back, and it just never really happened. He ended up buying a 69 Camaro to replace the Impala. And then he bought a 2014 C7 Corvette to replace the 98. And the only problem with it, truthfully, was the 98 was an automatic, and that was the one thing he wished he got. He wished he got it in a standard, in a manual, standard shift, whatever you want to call it. And when my father passed away in 2017, I never stopped looking, and about a year or two after, I think it might have... This is the problem. I can't remember if it was 2018 or 2019. It's kind of weird. I have the documents. I could go literally open my my filing cabinet and find it, but basically, I had the opportunity to buy both cars at the same... Like, one of them at the same price. So it was an Impala from Illinois and a Corvette from Texas. And this was just after a flood that had happened in Texas. So I thought, oh, I'm getting a flood car, great. Nope. I actually got an area where it didn't hit, so I ended up buying the Corvette because modern car, modern amenities, all this, but it's a Corvette. So my midlife crisis mobile, I bought it like 19, 18, 19, 20, whatever. I don't remember. See, that's the problem, Zeph Yang. I don't remember. Old server got hacked and raided. Understandable. It's alright. Don't worry about it. What am I doing? I have an axe. Anyway, yeah. I ended up buying the car. And the whole reason is it's because it's in memory for my father at this point. I'm not getting rid of the car except for something specific. My father had a 1970 Chevelle that he replaced the Camaro with. Because the Camaro was just too small. Too small for my family. You know, my mom, dad, brother, and me. It was just a little too small. So, Illinois as Illinois. I mean, that's interesting. But yeah, so, like, he had a 70 Chevelle that we ended up actually selling to family friends of ours with the agreement that if they ever sold it, we would have first pick, like my family. And I've openly said to everyone, I will only sell my Corvette for that car, as that was my father's car. So, it's kind of all there is to that. I'm not going to harp too much on it, because as much as some people care, they don't care that much about my life. And some people will say they do. They don't. I'm soon to one of my aunts. I'm flying alone. It's my first time flying. I'm terrified. If it's your first time flying, I can tell you it's not as scary as you think it is. You're going to hit turbulence in it, and it's going to seem scary. The easiest thing you can do is honestly just clasp your hands, hold it tight, and you'll be okay. If you're sitting next to somebody, especially if you're sitting, if you tell a flight attendant that, hey, it's your first time flying, they may be able to, tell you it's okay, give you all these things. If somebody's next to you, you could give them the warning, hey, it's my first time flying. Like, if I'm a little nervous, I'm sorry. Worst comes to worst, they ignore you. Worst comes to worst, you make their life a living hell because they're inconsiderate people. But flying is really not that hard. I've done it quite a lot in my life since I was young. My dad traveled a lot for work, so we had a lot of moments where we ended up going places like, for those of you who don't know, my father worked in the entertainment industry on the side of amusement. So that means, like, I grew up around arcades. I've brought this up multiple times. But my father's company at the time was a crane manufacturer. And one of the things that they used to do is they used to go to trade shows a lot. So I've been to Vegas more times before the age of 3 than I remember. I barely remember one of them, let alone my mother telling me I've gone 4 or 5 times. So there's that. Like, I've been to IAAPA, which is in Florida. IAAPA is this really big, again, entertainment expo. Basically where they show off all these rides, all the new games that are coming out, a bunch of stuff. My uncle's company still goes there. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. So I've been flying a very long time. Florida twice and went to a small part of Texas. Yeah, I fly roughly every year. I fly at least 2 or 3 different times, different trips. Normally, because for Thanksgiving, we end up going to Florida because, like I said, it's where my grandmother is. And as I travel back and forth to help her a lot, it kind of happens. Never flew in my life, and I didn't think I will. Lots of plane accidents here in Brazil. Small port. Planes crashed down on some family's rooftop on their homes. Ooh, that's no fun. No, that's understandable, though. Alright, I'm going to sleep. Goodbye, Steven. Have a good one. Have a good rest of your night, Steven. Something. Didn't see because I was answering a few questions. If I did, I'm pretty sure all you said was, I'm sorry I didn't see you were live and that you were busy making your Discord. That's all I saw. Oh, and then it got hacked and then it was raided, and I said that was okay. Got another one this week. My brother's wedding is next month, along with a baby shower and a bunch of other stuff this month. Understandable. Hello, Luffy. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I don't think I missed anything, Lucifer, but I may have without realizing. This way now. I just realized something. No, I don't think it went off. Okay. That was days ago. Never mind. My alert box is giving me problems now. How's Eclipse? She's okay. She's trying to figure out a bunch of stuff. Hopefully you'll see her again soon. I was texting her before stream started. I asked if you would like to join my server. If not, that's fine, since you'd have to add me so I can send a link to it. Being that I'd have to add you, probably not. Maybe at a later date? Yeah, I didn't see that message. I'm sorry. If I had seen that, I would have answered. I apologize. Yeah, I did not see anything on it, so. Yeah, Eclipse is okay. We hosted our friends to watch the Backrooms rewatch that we did, which was nice. We slightly off. Like, I'm only good at that part. We have that mod installed. Oops, I meant to leave this here. There we go. The thing about the Java friend list, the thing they removed, I think it didn't work the way it was intended. Like I said, it probably wouldn't, and that's why it's not here. Currently, I put links only because of bots, and I only ask people I need some. If you would like to do that at a later date. I'll be honest with you, Lucifer. 100% honest for a second. If you're asking me to be a mod for your Discord, the answer would be no up front, because I don't even have enough time to mod my own Discord. Like, not to say it in a rude way. I mean this, like, wholeheartedly and, like, nicely is what I'm trying to say it out of, is I don't even have time to mod my own Discord, let alone to find time to stream. I don't know if I'd have the time to mod another Discord. Like, the amount of times we've had somebody get hacked and something gets handled, like, an hour after because I didn't see it in time. Yeah. Not a point I'm proud of. But that happens more than I want to admit it does. Hello, SK Gamers. How are you doing today? Like I said, maybe I'll be interested in joining in the future, but not at the second. I take internet safety somewhat seriously, although people don't believe me. Hello, Wyatt. How are you doing? No, I have no idea what you're talking about, SK. Hello, spookiest of today. How are you doing today? Not being a mod, that's an option if you want to or not. Possibly not right this second. Hold on. Wow, it's been so long that I've actually forgotten how to do this. I've forgotten entirely how this works. There we go. Annoying thing is hack people either showing images of getting paid by Mr. Beast in Discord. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what happens. Why people click on the link. Like, don't be dumb. Don't click on bad links, guys. That goes without saying. But like, if it doesn't look like a safe link, don't click it. If it looks like a safe link, at least you fell for something that's like meant to get you, and not because you're. I wouldn't say not because you're dumb, but because you're not paying attention. Whoa, that's a lot of zombies. Hello. Been a bit since I've tuned in. No worries. Forcibly going off. I will read chat in 1 second, guys. I just gotta get back up to where I was. Over this way. It's weird how my brain can navigate where I am, but like in the weirdest ways. I don't like Bug Rock, but it's all I can play right now. I'm on mobile, and I made some friends from stream, and we started SMP. It's beautiful in the builder and PvPer. Well, congratulations. I hope that you enjoy it. Anything within range here? I actually have to move away from this area before they destroy my portal. Miss me. Almost all my brothers have debt because bad decisions, except one, but he's an addict. Ugh. No play. That's not very fun. Am I a JP fan? What is that? What do you mean? Why? I have no idea what that means. Creeps kills 2 civilians with flint and steel. Nah, I'm not Creeps. That guy's Creeps. Learn Greg Tech. I feel like I can do anything. My brain is infinite. Cool. Now learn Greg Tech in line with Create. You'll feel really smart. Like, truthfully. If you can make Create work with Greg Tech, you'll feel smarter than you've ever smelt before. Or ever felt before. What I meant to say. That's why I have a screenshot of coordinates, because I did not add the one thing to it. Jurassic Park franchise, of both Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. Believe it or not, I didn't grow up with those movies, so to me, I don't even... Like, they just never enticed me the way that they should have. Eclipse is a big fan of them, and she has been trying to get me to watch them more and more. I just haven't. Mixing the 2 tech mods I know? Light work, surely. You'll learn quick. Greg Tech is a fickle bitch. See, when Greg Tech only worked with IC2, I was so upset. Because I liked Thermal Foundation a hell of a lot more than I ever liked IC2. So getting IC2 and Greg Tech to work was a big deal back in the day, and now it's nothing. Now, oh, that's lava. Good thing I didn't dig that one out. That could have been bad. All right. Aha. Hmm. Finished the game I was making. Congratulations. It's a crazy Lego scandal in Utah right now. There's a YouTuber I'd recommend. Oh, isn't he the guy that, like... I think it's one of those things where it's like... Didn't he sell like a 200k worth of Lego or something like that, I think is what I read? I could be completely wrong. Could be something completely different. Listening to music from Beyblade is definitely not what people expect me to do, but you know, we do it anyway. Water breathing. I'm going to connect Greg Tech, Immersive Engineering, Tinker's Construct, and Create. I will obtain infinite knowledge doing that. Might as well be an engineering degree setup. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Immersive Engineering is not that hard. Everybody who I have met who has said Immersive Engineering is hard, I have literally shown them all you need, like, basics, and then they're like, wait, it's really this simple? It's just it always has been. Like, Immersive Engineering is one of the easiest tech mods I've ever used. Which infuriates people who had to learn it, like, over time, because they're like, no, it's not that easy, you can't say that, but it's like, guys, I've been doing this a lot longer than you guys have. I'm sorry about that, Wyatt. One of a kind Star Wars collection that this kid's dad made, worth a ton of money. Yeah, that's understandable, so it is the same thing. Also, Tinker's Construct working with other things is probably, like, the easiest thing to automate I've ever gotten the chance to do. Next to, like, old Buildcraft, Tinker's is one of the easiest things to automate. I teach my friends tech mods, and when we got to Immersive Engineering, he could barely charge a railgun. See, here's the point, right? When I teach people the basics of Immersive Engineering, I don't go into the guns. Because the guns are only cool because people think they are, and not because they're actually cool. You want a mod that's really like that? What the hell is it called? Modular Power Suits. God, Modular Power Suits is one that I just love to use. Nah. Can't do that no more. I'm washed. There was a bridge crossing a 3 feet deep creek, and they removed it, and I was riding my bike with my nephew, and he crashed into the creek. Ooh, that's no fun. And he chose what to learn? Yeah. Still can't figure out how to animate the kill screens. I use JavaScript and Python. Please help. Depends on what you're making. It's honestly as simple as this. If you're making just a simple animation screen of, like, a death card, it's really easy to do that with Python more than it is Java, because it's just displaying an image. A GUI can be an image if you know how to set it up correctly. Java will have you make it as a GUI using an image as a background, and then you're adjusting the background to match the GUI. I haven't found any instabilities yet in this pack, so I think I fixed the 2 that we had. The texturing issues down there is because I'm using a Fulbright. I already know that. It's a physical kill screen, not the screen card. What do you mean it's a physical screen? I don't think you're understanding what I said, which is kind of what I'm thinking the reason you're having this issue is. 2 of my favorite create add-ons, create radars and create big cannons. I showed him how to make an automated cannon that can target onto mobs. That's interesting. Huh. There's a bastion in there, huh? The easiest way that most games do a kill screen, like a death card in this case, Lucifer, would literally be by making a GUI-based system with basically like a respawn or title screen like Minecraft does, and using an image to display it so that it could actually show that. Unless you're talking about a kill feed, which is a bit different. Same concept, different action, technically. Okay. Like a physical... Oh, you mean like an... Okay. I know what you mean. Sorry, I didn't mean to knock that. So the problem is because you said kill screen instead of, like, a kill animation. Yeah, you're going to want to make a... What's the easiest way of doing that for somebody? What file type? So JSON what you'd probably want there? That means that you're going to want to do it in Java? I don't know. That's unfortunate. We're going to create Centered Survival World, and I automated ironwood, wheat, and cobblestone. It's been 2 days. I don't play that much either. Understandable. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, we've got this huge spot right here, so what we're going to do... This... And this. There we go. I mean, Lucifer, that's up to you. That is up to you. Oh. Well, hello, Kaz Live. Well, I was going to say your name, then you said shout me out, and then you said never mind, so now I'm saying your name. Love the stream? Well, thank you. How are you doing, Zero? Hello. I'll go grab some blackstone, make a stone pick. Don't really need it for what I'm about to do. About to die here anyway, most likely. MotoGP 2. Oh, I'm so weirded out by how those racing suits look. Yeah, that's fair. It's all there for safety. Do you remember me? I think you may have had a different name. I've had a lot of people ask me if I remember them, but not tell me their old name. Hello, Football Gaming. How are you doing? Lucifer, it's your choice. I'm not going to tell you not to if you would like to share. I know why it's been asking, so I know why it's interested. Since you may have a player on your side if Wyatt plays it. Doing good? Good to hear. Nope. 300 subs, now I have 1,000. Congratulations. Happy to hear that you've gotten more subscribers. No, it's on no, it's mobile only currently. Here they all come running. Keep a coming. I didn't say that. Yeah, it wouldn't work on Steam. You could use something like BlueStack if you wanted to. That's how most people run mobile games on PC. Did he not drop his backpack? That would be disappointing. Didn't. Did not drop it. For the Android, not Apple? Yeah, I figured as much. Most people who only like one only make it for one. They don't make it for both, even though it would be a better option to make it for both. But I understand. I can find this. Bye, PB and Jelly. Have a good one. Guy walking was an intermission, which was more wild. What? Oh. Had an odd dream. It involved you, Onyx Art, and a few others. It had someone walking through a bunch of terrains with a scooter. It was for money. It was very odd. Interesting. How about you? I mean, I'm alive, Zero. Taking a look at summer jobs recently, and I think that I'll go with a waiter at the restaurant near me. Have you had a similar job before, and do you have any tips? No, I actually never worked in a restaurant. I considered it at a time. You're still pissed at me. I actually considered it mainly because I wanted to learn to cook. Because I am such a picky eater that I don't eat a lot of foods. So I actually was looking into learning to cook. Mainly, part of it was like I kind of wanted to improve my palate, but I'm really bad at trying new foods. The other thing is I just want to make the foods that I like better than I already can make them. Like a really good example is like a lot of people, there was a point where like I wanted to learn bread making, but it's because I eat grilled cheese, like most people know. Like I actually eat a lot of bread. So I wanted to look into, how to make, sandwich bread and things like that, and do it at a level that I was okay and comfortable with, and that's what I wanted to do. Never really got it to the point where I was happy with it, because it's kind of hard to beat store-bought white bread, as bad as it is, So I learned to make Italian bread instead, which is something I much more enjoy just eating on its own. So it's that, and then, I really wanted to learn to make my own, like, American cheese and stuff. I know it seems, like, really stupid, but it's, like, the whole point of, like, American cheese is, like, as close to Franken cheese as you can get, so, like, if you can make your own, it would probably be better. And I haven't experimented with that yet, but, like, just giving that as an example, like, I make lasagna for my family because my mother likes the way that I make lasagna. I've wanted to learn to make certain pastas from scratch because I eat pasta too, and it would be nice to have that, you know, kind of, I guess, thing going for me. I like to cook. I just don't do it often. That was kind of the only reason. I've also considered, like, you know, I've considered, like, doing, like, delivery driving and stuff, because I really like driving. But it's a lot of miles you put on a car. And most delivery drivers are, like, kind of needed to drive their own car. Very few of them, if you're not working for a chain, provide you a car, so it's just a lot of extra miles you don't want to put on a car. I mean, I'm not one to talk. My car has way more miles than it should have on it. I drive a lot. I like to drive. In the past month, I have been up. I have driven over 600 miles. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, I think in the last month I've driven almost 1,000 to 1,200 miles. So. Okay, hold on. Let me go back up. Where I almost ruined my car in a race in your Discord. I'll look at it later, Zephyang. Hello, Bryden Delaney. How are you doing? Lucifer, I'm going to tell you something. Holding on to, I would say, petty grudges will not help you in the long run. Especially just ignoring the problem. That never works. Yeah, knew that wasn't going to happen. Well, this mod pack seems to work exactly as intended so far. There's nothing really more I need to test. A lot of it's just I need to get the people ready to test it soon. That won't take too long. I just need to get the server together and get everybody who's supposed to be on the server to test it. It does not make me feel great. That doesn't make me feel confident. No, Wyatt, it's not one of those things where I'm looking for test people. Like, I have a group of people for the project that this is on to go test this with. That's all. I understand that, Lucifer. I will say, something I've learned, maybe call it wisdom in my old age. Ignoring a problem does not make it go away, nor does it make it better. And I'll say it like this. You're on the internet. People will say their opinions or will say their things, and the only option you have is to take it. If I remember correctly, the situation from my point of view, this is blown out of proportion, but I'm just an old man. What would I know? Petty squabbles don't really bother me much anymore. I don't let them. Pesto, garlic, and basil. See, I wish I could. I don't like pesto. Pesto has always been one of those things that I tried more than enough times. I just don't like it. Garlic, if there's too much of it, it ruins a dish, but everybody knows that. And then there's some people who sit there and say, you can't have too much. I'm just going to run around for a bit. We're just going to kind of explore the world while I talk for the next little bit of stream. Hello, dear McDonald's. Hello, Bent. How are you? Pesto's optional? Yeah, I know. Yeah, Lucifer, I am old. I'm old, wise, and I know, and I kind of have learned from it. It's kind of why I give that information. If you don't want to listen, you do not have to. This goes for anyone here. Just because I say something doesn't mean that you have to listen. Just know, actions are taken if you don't listen. No, it's more seriously like if I'm only trying to solve a situation, but if it doesn't need to be solved, then I guess it doesn't need to be solved.
But I will warn people, and this is more of just in general. If people make it that they feel unsafe in in my chat, we take that pretty seriously. We've had mods had to go and break up a situation, and even if that means getting rid of the offended or the non-offended party, it doesn't really matter. We take it seriously enough. Like, we're all here for fun. That's all that matters. Have a good one, Wyatt. Hopefully you have a good rest of your night. Also, Wyatt, there's 1,000 tools you could use. There's 1,000 tools you could use to make games if you really were interested. There's one on Steam that I like to use. Dang. One time I was trying to make something optionally bad because my brother was whining about being hungry, and I made reverse pasta, meat noodles, and pasta slices. Interesting. Hello, the Pink Batman. How are you doing? Make food again because I'm hungry. And time I've made food. No worries. You do what you need to. Take care of yourself. That's important. Really leave him by. All right, bye, Wyatt. Go play with my friend. Bye. No worries, Ben. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping in. I'm gonna go get a drink. Take your time, spookiest of today. Look, everybody's leaving me. That's a sign to stop streaming. Nobody said anything about that, Lucifer. Just you. No, but nobody thought that. Like orbital strike cannons? I don't really see the point in them. I don't see the point in them. Sorry, Delaney. I wish I could give you an answer that's not that, but yeah, I don't see the point in it. No, Zeph Yang, I mean it literally. Everybody's telling me they need to go, which means I should stop streaming. Got it. They make boom? Yeah, but what's the point? If you're not on a server, what's the point? Like, unless you're making a chunk deleter, what's the point? All right, Lucifer, you can think whatever you want. I'm not fighting that. Right, well, this seems to have worked exactly as we were expecting it to, so that's a good thing. Your friend kills your pet dog in Minecraft, destroy everything they have with it. Why? I think you guys forget. I play hardcore most of the time. Closest I have to a friend in hardcore is my horse. And even so, I mean, what's the point of an orbital strike cannon? Just do it the direct way. Instead of doing that, make a chunk, literally make a chunk restorer. That's way funnier. Hello, Pandorian. How are you doing? Is this an SMP? No, this is just me testing out a mod pack for a new project. That's all. So we're just running around. We already were playing for a while. So I'm just running around the world just to see how Generation looks now. Hello, Void. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, Void. I know, I'm sorry. What? Fine, Zephyang, you're fine. I don't have a way to combat that answer. Why not make it so they're trapped in their chunk forever? That's way more fun. Drawing, so alright, how are you? I mean, I'm alive. It's 10:30 at night. I was working on my mod earlier this week, and that kind of got back to the state I wanted it to. Couldn't you go into Creative or Spectator to see it faster? Yes, I absolutely could. If you want me to be brutally honest with you, the whole thing today was there was a bug with the mod pack last time I tested about a week ago. So I've been tweaking it slowly, and today was kind of the first real, let's just sit down and play it for an extended period. So in the last hour and a half, we've had no real issues. So now it's just exploration, and it gives me an excuse to talk to chat more, because I don't have to pay attention to the game. So yes, it would definitely make more sense for me to just go into Creative or Spectator. But I'm not doing this for the sake of anything more than just to talk to chat at this point. I hope that makes sense. Infinity mining fatigue and block 1 water, making them forever being stuck in the obsidian box. You could try that. Look at Nightbots. Look at the Nightbots coming out of nowhere. As much as it would be, I guess I would say, helpful to go into Creative or Spectator, the whole point is just to talk to chat right now. I much prefer interact with you guys than I think a lot of you realize. Kind of like talking to you guys, so. Break. Friend burnt down my house and decided to glue his house in 2 different parts. He used mechanical pistons to tear his house in 2 when he entered, which dropped him into a room made of obsidian and Elder Guardians. Yeah, that is a way. You could do that, yeah. I have no idea what make you a break is, so I hope that that's a good thing. Wow. My friend killed my dog. I let him know I was angry by trapping his bed and killing him around 100 times. So extra. You guys are all so extra. You are now on VR with me and some friends. How? Oh, because you have me on. Yeah, okay. Spent 2 days on that house. Understandable. Just saying. Another boat. Digging the music. Oh, yeah, thanks. Reminder, people on YouTube cannot hear the music. If you want to hear the music, you'll have to go over to Twitch. Grab that. Building an obsidian castle that goes to height limit in Minecraft. So far, I'm 28 days in. This is in survival. I hope that you enjoy your time in survival then. Why change to Twitch and it's better? I'm just saying. No, I'm right. I need to go west. What the? Another boat? Wow. A lot of boats here. Right, the side I want is not. Maybe to try that one mod when you kill something, it has ragdoll physics. Might be fun. You know, I've considered adding in, like, cosmetic mods like that in the past for certain things. The problem is, I I don't know if I'd do it unless I was doing something like on a server. Like this I've considered for this project. The whole point of this project, though, is kind of one of those, can't win if I can't win if I do it because it's going to change too much about what it is. The whole point of this is supposed to be like a vanilla plus kind of thing. Didn't murder him, I trapped him in an inescapable prison. Yeah, I know, I'm surprised. Not as bad as building a castle. It takes up hundreds of different blocks for detailing and actually building the build too. Well, not hundreds of that. Yeah. I've built some big stuff in survival more than enough times. Like, I think we already did this one. No, I don't think so. No, this is over there, so I can't have been. The problem is I love building things like that, but I cannot do it on stream. Because I'll just get distracted and start talking, and then I'll just lose track of it all. That's a lot. I can't do something that large and intricate because I cannot focus for a minute, understandable. Finish your greenhouse? Congratulations, Lucifer. God, at this point, I might as well just continue playing the game. Alright, let's just keep going, I guess. I like horror movies. I just had a conversation about this with my fiance. No. The short answer is no. Hello, Arnold. How are you doing? New to the stream? I don't think you're new. I'm pretty sure I've seen the name before. I like racing simulators. Yes and no. Yes and no. If I didn't have to spend the exuberant amount of money on them, I'd probably have one. But I don't have the room for them either. If they didn't take up so much room or cost as much, it would be fine. But they just take up too much of each for me to really get into it. I had you know, an okay steering wheel, pedals, and everything from when I was doing Forza more often, years and years ago, but I just couldn't get into it. And the amount of money you have to spend to make it really, really responsive. I'm sorry, I have my, you know, jokes that I have a race car. I might as well go drive that one. Gonna do all-nighters, and the next day is a break and repeat. It gets progress done a little. Understandable. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything, and then I'll answer. I don't even remember what they said, Lucifer. You can be as mad as you want, but I don't even remember what it is. Sorry to say that, like, problem for me. I just keep cramming stuff in my room. Understandable. Is this Bedrock or Java? Java. It does say so in the title. To answer your question, Deity, the reason I'm not fond of horror movies is I hate the fact that they all kind of run the same tropes, and they all run the same kind of things. Like, truthfully, it's one of those mixes of I am not afraid of, like, many things, and I hate how many things rely so heavily on a jump scare. Like, my biggest complaint about horror has always been, like, if you have to rely on a cheap trick like a jump scare, I don't really care. You're not good at what you're doing. I think that's just me, though. I don't, like, a cheap trick is one thing. If you're only scary because of cheap tricks, then I'm sorry, it's not something I'm gonna watch because I don't care for it. Alternatively, on that same token, or on that same side of it, you know, psychological horror is so good when it's done right. Like, we just all, like, me and a bunch of friends, we went to go see The Backrooms. It was a good movie. Not my favorite, but it's not because it was scary or because it wasn't scary. It just simply wasn't my favorite movie. Alright, well, I already can see where it is. It's a good movie, just not my favorite. But again, I don't like horror. I liked the Backroom series. There were just a few things in it that I'm not going to go into because I don't want to spawn. Because I don't want to... Okay. Because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. Desk, bed, and dressers are normal. Then I added a nightstand, punching bag, entertainment system, nightstand, 3 posters, my huge Lego collection. Damn. When they make suspense so great, but at the end of the suspense, there's nothing scary. It's just, whenever I talk about horror movies, I come back to the same thing. Old horror movies, they're bad because they're supposed to be bad now. New horror movies, they need to be done right. And a lot of them don't feel that way. It goes along with the Conjuring, it's Annabelle, it's all together. Gotcha. I don't think I could ever actually watch Annabelle, but that is for a different reason. I know the story of Annabelle, which has nothing to do with it. My mother still has a sealed Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy in our basement, and I'm going to tell you honestly, I don't think I could watch those movies right now anyway, just because, you know, those are in my house. I don't want to think about what the real Annabelle, which is a Raggedy Ann doll, would do. However, about a year ago, they were no longer where they were. My mother cannot find them, so they're in the house somewhere. But I don't think I want to watch Annabelle and, like, you know, get that moment of, like, the basement's now yours. I can't live there. I can't do anything, you know. Do I know the song Parasite? Probably not. And if I do, I am definitely thinking of a different Parasite. Most of the music I listen to is not considered normal in any capacity. I think the best horror movie for the time it came out would be Blair Witch Project. You're completely correct, because that's what created found footage, basically. What founded that. Nah, see, the whole point about that is it's found footage, which is what created a lot of the horror aspects that came after it. But not a lot can do it the way it did. I completely agree with you. Horror comes from something you can't see, driving people insane. Yeah, it's like psychological horror, that's all. It might be depending on what one you're thinking of. I'm telling you it's not the same one. I know for sure it's not the same one. And yeah, I wish I could say they're under my bed. The only thing under my bed that has moved within the last 2 years-ish is a bin that I have that had some board games that I had to move, and my safe. Because I needed to buy a safe after some time. Ooh, for Narmer. Such a good song. Such a good moment in the story for Warframe 2. Helldivers 2 with friends, not leaving because I'm getting bored of streams. Don't think that you should. I'm gonna end stream because of that delay. No, but have a good one. Have fun playing Helldivers. See me, love horror games, but I'm scared shitless while playing them. Understandable. And that comes from me having trauma from that one scary maze game. Understandable. For precious moments and ceramic dolls, and I left my room, and at like 2 in the morning, one of those fuckers was gone. I looked left the other hallway. I slept in the basement, and it was there. It does not help that I have this tiny, weak flashlight. Yeah. Lucifer, I'm 100% telling you, it is not the same. Like, if they are the same, you might need to go get yourself evaluated, because it's not normal. It is a parody of a song from something else, like from a show. I promise you, whatever you're asking about is probably more normal than what I'm talking about. Because the show itself did not run long enough on TV. It was one of those things that was like became lost media. And it was a song in that got parodied into a song called Parasite. So I'm almost certain they ain't the same. I don't listen to normal music at all. Like, the closest you'd get to, like, the normal side of that is if you were talking about the anime Parasite. Like, Parasite the Maxim, I think. Then you'd be like, you know, hello, Monique, how are you doing? Is Creeper a facade, or are you going to blow up someday? Don't want to find out.
Anyway, cool stuff that happened recently. I got diagnosed with autism and I got my first paycheck. That is a wild thing to just say out of nowhere. No, not the anime one. The song I'm talking about is not the anime one. I'm saying if you're talking about one from an anime, that's probably the closest you'd be to the one I'm talking about. But yeah, we are not talking about the same thing. Oh, excuse me. Craft TNT and prove it? Why? Why are you telling me what to do? You came in here, you're gonna tell me what to do. That's kind of rude. That's so rude. I can't believe you just do that. Wow. Creeps doesn't blow up. We don't know. You don't want to know what happens when Creeps blows up. Yeah, oh, Lucifer, I know. I'm sorry. You're fine. Because creepers blow up. Not all creepers. That's so rude of you. I'm joking. I love making that joke, but some people actually take it super seriously, and I can't do that. It's like I mean it as a joke, and, you know. Welcome back, Bent. Yeah, we don't know what happens when Creeps blows up. He hasn't done that in a while. Thanks for the boost, guy. Where'd my boat go? My boat. Yeah. Oh, there's a trident. I guess I could try my luck for a trident. Wouldn't it be cool if I get it in my test thing and not on the actual project? Wow, that hurts. Okay. I forgot I'm not really wearing armor. Like, I kind of completely forgot that I'm not really wearing much by the way of armor. What a good song. Oh, Monique, if you're curious, the gunpowder is literally... Can I make TNT, please? I don't got no gunpowder on me. Maybe. Creeper gets stabbed by a very sharp fork. Finds out it hurts. Get some. Well, where am I going to get some gunpowder from? We're just testing a new thing. Where am I going to find gunpowder in a world like this? I don't know, you're a creeper. Yeah, I don't want to rip out my organs for the enjoyment of others. Oh, is it so zoomed in? Desert temple? Yeah. When I actually find a desert temple, I'll do that, because I actually haven't seen a desert in this world yet. The very sharp spoon. Would he bleed gunpowder or blood? You really want him to find out? You want me to tell him you want him to hurt himself, Lucifer? You corrupted, or is the purple stuff? No. Why is that what you first come with? Why is that the first thought that came to mind? No. Creeps here is an ender creeper. You guys will find out more about what that means soon. I promise. Such a weird... What is with today and, like, people, like, saying some of the most, like, out-of-pocket things just out of nowhere? Definitely was not my, not what I expected to see. Yeah, he's... Technically, he's an ender creeper. What that means is basically the radiation from the end has messed with his body and his entire genome, basically, and created the creature you see before you all. You will find out more about what Creeps, more about the character Creeps is actually based on very soon, hopefully. Do I know Herobrine? Yes, personally. See, some people think I make that as, like, a proper joke, but, like, I have been playing Minecraft for so long that I've seen Herobrine removed so many times. It's gonna be, like, one of these ones, I feel like.
Hello, mouse cursors. How are you doing today? See Herobrine. Yeah. That shows how old people... That shows how old I am. Why would you get closer? That was on you. Anyway, there we go. I've been playing Minecraft for so long that I've seen Herobrine get removed and re-added to the game 1,000 times. I've been playing the game since Indev. If you don't know what Indev is, it was technically the first version of Minecraft. The problem is, as people have brought it up, was it during Cave Game? I don't remember. That's kind of the issue I'm at. I don't truthfully remember if it was before or after the game had been renamed from Cave Game to Minecraft, but wow, okay. Click. You blew up TNT. Yup. I'm losing my shit. I keep seeing things out of the corner of my eye when I try to sleep, and I send pictures of it to my friend and they see it. I mean, if they see it, I'm gonna assume they don't see it. Three swords you can make the Game of Thrones throne. I guess I could. How tall am I, if you don't mind me asking? Taller than you'd think, probably. Probably taller than you think. Am I a gay creeper? No, we've already been over this. He's just an ender creeper. Also, what about the purple, like, would have screamed gay? I'm just curious on that. What's up, mouse cursors? Taller than you'd probably think, but not the tallest person you probably ever met. I'm literally, like, kind of middle of the run with, like, my height with, like, my group of friends, so. Purple's my well-being, then I'm split down the middle, good and bad. What the hell? Oh. Okay. I've never actually found one of those in vanilla, so it's cool to see it, but still technically modded, but I know I have nothing changing terrain generation. You said hi to me. I know, I was asking how you're doing. That's all. 6.5, that helps. I guess it's, say, 5'9" or 5'6". It's a drastic change. You're pretty close, though, on the first one. You're, like, pretty close. I don't mind giving away information. It's just not really something I want to just put out there if I can avoid it, usually. That's all. Another village. Bye, Monique. Sorry. No. You were closer with 5'9". It's one of those things where I'm 5'9", 5'10", depending on when measured, kind of thing. That's all. It's cool. Went off the high dive and it caused a catastrophic event that killed a lifeguard. Think tsunami. Interesting. Yeah. I'm okay. You just want me to say it to make it kind of that you could be justified, but you're incorrect, so I can't say it. Not all, look, not all creepers are like creeps. Creeps is special. That's why he gets that kind of, I wouldn't say special treatment, but it's why he's kind of held in that regard. Creeps is special. Also, he's kind of like, a little guy, so I wouldn't want to... Oh, God. Give me... That startled me for a minute. Thank you, spookiest of today. You got Baby Fight. I hope you enjoy Baby Fight. That gave me a heart attack. Oh. Creep's 1 block tall? No, he's actually shorter than that. He is like basically a baby in his own little way. his own little way. He's basically he's kind of like a little the best way I've always put it is he's technically like Creeps is maybe like 6 inches in total height. He's a small little guy. Better. Baby Fight Club, yeah, speaking of absolute cinema, yeah. You're like 4-4. Alright, well, Lucifer, once again, I would like to remind you, it's okay to be wrong. But there's nothing wrong with that. You can be as wrong as you need to be. But he's six blocks thick, though. Dude. I just said he's kind of like a child. You're making that. Oh man. Arrest them. No, he's not. He's literally tiny. Literally, like a literal way of explaining him to everybody else. Like he's a 6-inch tall, like really small baby creeper. Male or female, or does he not have a gender? We don't know what the end radiation did. I could answer that question honestly, but I can't give it away because it's part of the new project coming in. So, Big Mech and Create and Valkyrian Skies, the Big Mech inspired by the Earth Mover from the game Ultra Kill. You know, that's a game I keep getting told to play, and I just haven't. Boyd wants me to play Ultra Kill, and I keep saying I may eventually, and I just have no interest in doing it at the moment. I know eventually it'll happen, but it hasn't happened yet. 32 emeralds. What the hell? I could put creeps in my pocket. Yeah, probably, but you wouldn't want to do that. No, creeps is not that old. 4 Robux studs. Yeah, no. I don't even know if that conversion's right. I like that you had to change it because we have a word band. How old is creeps? Time moves differently in the end. We don't know. Can't answer that. Doom mixed with Pizza Tower. Very fun movement mixed with mass murder of demons. Understandable. But I'll be gentle. If you put him in your pocket, he might suffocate. Creep's a clanker. No, he's not a machine. Wouldn't that be a funny little thing? There is technically a version of Creeps that is. There we go. Put on his ribbon for him. Nobody told me his ribbon was off for the first 2 hours of stream. That's okay. When he can pop his head out? I don't know. I don't know if he's got the ability to do that. Sounds of creeps suffocating. Metal creeps. There he is. Metal Sonic creeps. Yeah. Again, it's okay to be wrong. Very okay to be wrong. It's not Metal Sonic. It has nothing to do with Sonic. Different franchise entirely, actually. Oh. See it. What did that turn into? Because this automatically didn't do it. Ah, cool. You get the torturous one. I really gotta get this one redesigned. No, Monique. You can keep asking those questions, but no. He's just an Ender Creeper. He has no preference. Yeah, Creeps isn't even here now. Creeps is gone. Gone for a little bit of time. He'll be back. Yeah, no. Wow. If I'd hit the area I wanted to, I would have been able to do it because I had 2 blocks there. Oh well. I'm just bad. Creep's a funny guy. I mean, he's a little guy. I don't know if I'd call him a funny guy. Definitely a little guy. Doesn't really talk too much either. Best creep voice? I don't even know what you're asking me there. No, this is not the human version of Creeps. And no, Metal Sonic Creeps is not real. Nor will it ever be real. Any version of Metal Sonic Creeps will be disregarded as non-canon and not real. I put Creeps in a sock and throw them down into a river. Why are you guys so mean to Creeps? I have no idea what that is, Ben. I have no idea. Want to hear Creeps' voice? I'm sorry to tell you this. Probably not going to hear it. At least not for a while. You're especially not going to hear it in the way you're expecting. Bye. Goodbye, Wyatt. Want to see if he floats? I mean, he probably would. But if you put him in a sock, he'll probably struggle, and then he'll end up sinking. Because this was the art style that my artist used to use. I still use that artist. I should have said it's my artist's old art style. That's how I meant to say it. It's a Russian cartoon show. Yeah, I've never seen it before. In my pocket, sounds of Creeps suffocating. Why would you do that? Why are you guys being so rude to Creeps? I can't even pull out Fred, because Fred is also a little guy. Get the rocks out of the sock, then he will float. Yeah. Are you putting Creeps on his head? Why would you put Creeps on his head? Why are you bullying Fred? Why are you bullying Fred now? Fred came before Creeps. Fred walked so Creeps could run. Put a fork in Fred? It's so rude. Why does everybody hate... Everybody hates the characters I use. Might as well just not have a character on screen then, I guess. Everybody's gonna be so mean about it. I might as well just take away Fred and Creeps. Well, that just made this easier. Never mind. Because I broke the boat like an idiot. Can I have my boat back, dude? You prefer Creeps more than Fred? Believe it or not, you guys aren't the only ones. There's a reason I swapped Fred out. There's actually a reason I swapped out Fred. I much preferred Fred for a while. I like Creeps a lot more now than I did when I first made him. But that is not because I didn't like Creeps or I didn't like Fred. I much preferred Fred because Fred is just one of those characters that's been with me forever. How much health do you got, dude? You didn't even drop me your fucking backpack. That's disappointing. Alright. Oh, what did that one get? Oh, I see no ribbon. Does Creeps have toes? Fred would probably like it in a bathtub, honestly. Will Minecraft TNT noise? No, Creeps won't do that. Who's Fred? That's Fred. There he is. Fred was a little squid character that we used to use for a while. Spookiest of today, however, did get the Fred with no ribbon. You took away his ribbon. Wasn't Fred a toaster? No, Fred was never a toaster. Fred has always been a, Fred has always been the little squid character. Fred and Creeps walked? Alright, well. You can have your opinions on them. I understand. They're not for everybody, after all. I mugged a creeper. Cool. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't mug a creeper, but you did steal his ribbon, so I like Fred. The problem is I liked Fred, but Fred was always one of those characters that just... He either was, like, hit or miss for a lot of the things. Eventually, I moved to Creeps because I just kind of continued doing it, and with my actual character being a creeper in pretty much all Minecraft variations, it just made sense to make a creeper variation on it, so. Creeps has feet, Lucifer. In fact, Fred and Creeps probably crawled. Nah, Creeps walk. Creeps can run. Creeps can run. You guys may not believe it, but he can run. Fred, on the other hand, I probably can. I think I've seen... I think somebody made him run, so yeah, I think so. Sock soaked with gasoline and threw him in my fire pit. No. No, you didn't. Can, but they don't. Alright, well. We'll agree to disagree on that one, Bent. My room peacefully. Should I turn on my super bright lamp and wake him up? Probably not. Or his feet, though. There's a reason you don't see them. There is a reason you don't see them. How old is Fred? How old is my character, Fred? Oh, let's see. Over 10 years. I've had him for over 10 years. I know that much. Hold on. I'll answer that question by actually, like, looking up his origin, more or less. Oh. You. Well into 13 to 14 years ago. There you go. So he's old. Monique, you're being so rude to Creeps. I don't know why you're doing that. Creeps is somewhere in the range of 12 to 14. It depends on when I started using him. That's how I'll say that. I've had the character for a long time. Call you Galactic? I will try to remember that. My lamp didn't wake him up. Why are you like this, Galactic? Mini anvil dropped on his stomach is the next best thing. What? Why would you do that? Why do you have a mini anvil? That's a better question. I have answers to why I have anvils. I did blacksmithing. I have many anvils. Got 4 or 5 of them. Why do you have a mini anvil? Lucifer, Creeps is not 13. Do gallbladders pee? I don't know. See if you'll wake him up, because it's cool. Alright. Creeps or Fred have bladders? Just curious. Probably. One of them most likely does. The other one maybe not. I'm not too certain. Only one of the characters do I have, like, a proper full anatomy for. Technically. Take him in the back? Why would you do that? That's rude. Can't stop you. I'm just some dude on the internet. I can't stop you. Just some dude on the internet. What can I do? Lottery gave me nothing. Yeah, you might have actually gotten nothing from the lottery. I'll rerun it for you, Jesse, just because. Just this once. The doctor is in. Hello, Shubham. How are you doing today? Welcome in. I join if I join, I'll give you 100. This is a single player world. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is single player. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you that. Also, I can't get anything from YouTube, so. Oh no, yeah, I'm sorry. I understand if you're gonna find someone else you can join. I understand. Around me forever if my brother was killed by me. Probably. Probably. Mr. Beast from a fake account. I believe that. And you know why I believe that? Because Mr. Beast has never once been a part of any kind of scandal, ever. And he definitely would be on YouTube on a what is a pre-made account name, like fresh YouTube account to do it. And would know that you can, in fact, not obtain any kind of donation through YouTube if you do not have access to memberships and sponsors. He would definitely not know that fact. Check on YouTube tomorrow? Okay. I don't know what I'm checking on YouTube for. On the horizontal YouTube stream? I prefer it that way. I prefer people watch the horizontal than the vertical just because the vertical is just so much harder to actually see the gameplay and stuff. The horizontal is basically what people on Twitch get to see, except you guys don't get music. Like, the only downside to the YouTube thing is you guys don't get any music while Twitch does. I'll be in the video? Alright. That'd be really cool. I doubt it. I actually share my birthday is not far from Mr. Beast, actually. Like, not a joke either. Where am I from? Yeah, I don't give that information away. Especially not to Mr. Beast. Yeah, I do not. Daft Punk's smoker cousin. Make Wither? Can't. Don't have no skulls. Also, I'm not entirely playing this one to, like, actually do anything, and I'm just kind of doing this to talk with chat right now, which is kind of a more fun thing to do. Figured out why horizontal crashes your phone? Yeah, I got good news. I am from the US, but about all I would give that information for. If you sleep in a bed in the nether, it explodes. Same as it does in the end. Intentional game design. Crash Protector thinks it's running a virus web video. Even when you're streaming, it still thinks it's a virus site. Interesting. Sleep in bed right now. Do it. Don't got a bed. Sorry. Sorry, no beds to be had here. You know, we used to have a rule on Twitch that if you lied about sending, like if you said you were gonna donate and you don't do it, you'd get banned. I remember that whole thing. Make one, can't. Don't got any string. Got no wool. Just eat a sandwich and lose the ability to be affected by gravity. Yeah. Saying that you can't spell my name correctly. Saying that you can't spell my name correctly, I'm gonna say that you can't. So, yeah. Good try. Good try. You got the hard part of my name right, but not the easy part, funny enough. A solution? No reason at all. Nope. Nope, no solution. Nope, you spelt it wrong. Spelt it wrong, Galactic. It's joke, bro. I know. I'm well aware it's a joke. I've been on the platform for over 15 years. I'm well aware. 15 years, and here I am. Never said I was good at content creation. No, you're still wrong, Galactic. Still wrong, Bent. Person in that situation, which may or may not be in floating into the sun as we speak. I mean, if you're floating into the sun, then you're going at an accelerated rate. You'll be fine. Gets Thanos snapped. Interesting. There you go, mouse cursors. You got it. You know the sun isn't that hot. It's like a big hot tub. I mean, maybe. It turns to ash. No, I have no idea who that is. My muscles are relaxing very fast. Oh no, that's them melting off. Understandable. Okay. Right. Do I know Creeper Girl? I used to know somebody who had a character that was a creeper. But I don't know if she still does. I haven't talked to her in a very long time. Minecraft PvPer of India all time. Interesting. In deadly peril. Take your time, spookiest. I hope that you're okay. A lot of points, Lucifer. Genderbend creeps? No. Can't do that. Gun from Creeps' gunpowder? It's not Creeps' gunpowder, I'm sorry. Sorry to tell you this, but you did not grab that from Creeps. Popular, you'll remember me. Maybe. My old one or my new one? Definitely my old one. Right? Yeah, old one. That's where all the ghasts were. I was fighting the ghasts.
One day, the world will be nice. So you might as well jerk off.
Thank you for the inspiration, Inspirobot. Like the most wild thing that I just dig into that. Oh, another backpack. Guess what I won't get? Why? It's just Inspirobot. Don't worry. He's here to give inspiration. You're the one I want. All of the others are collateral damage. I got bad news. You spelt my name wrong again. You're just snapping random people. I don't know what you're trying to do there. Like a backpack. I don't have to craft it. I kind of like getting the ones off the mobs. It's more fun that way. These give good inspiration. He always does. There's a timer on Inspirobot, don't forget. Hooray, a backpack. Roll the...
Be embarrassed about your knees.
Close. It's shop mouse cursors, but you did get it. Please tell me how to spell your name. I mean, I would just tell you to look. Pretty obvious there. If you look in, if you look at YouTube, you can actually see how to spell my name. Nice. What is this? Is this an iron backpack? Copper. Bundles in here. Haha. Okay. We'll go this way. You got my name once. Oh, Inspirobot. Come on, Inspirobot.
Please don't eat woman. Woman give you coronavirus.
But that's some pretty sound inspiration. That's some pretty, good ideas. Still alive, I think. Good. Galactic, please don't spam. Yup. My name's not that hard to spell. Is correct? Yup, you got it. How would you eat them anyway? No idea. Know who's the best player in Minecraft? It's you. Aw, thanks. I completely disagree with you. But I appreciate the vote of confidence. I've only been playing this game for far too long of my life. They make me crash out? Okay. Don't allow eat women in your chat. Why allow an Inspirobot that says it? Want to know something? It's not me. It's YouTube. YouTube is saying that it is not something, that it's not good. It's not me. It's Ender Woman. You're kind of correct. Just not creeps. My fiance's character is a feral Endarian. So yeah, you're kind of in the right track there. Will he become a popular Minecraft player? Maybe, maybe not. Creeps likes the Ender Dragon, possibly. Who knows what the end radiation did to his head? I mean, after all, she's supposed to be the queen of the end anyway. My other message. I'm still here just struggling to stay awake, but I'm gonna fight it because I want to stay here with you. I like your voice, to be honest. Well, I'm happy that you like it. I hate it. I hate my voice. That's why I do voice acting, so I can get away from my voice and do something else with it. God, is it awful. Now, Lucifer, if you need to go to sleep, go to sleep. There is nothing wrong with that. I'll be back again eventually, or not. Who knows? I don't know how to spell it. S-L-E Clips. S-L-E-C-L-I-P-S-E. Creeps jumped into the void? Nah, he knows not to do that. I'll subscribe. Well, thank you. If you do subscribe, there's supposed to be a little like graphic that'll pop up, like a little alert. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I haven't really figured out why it does and doesn't. I think YouTube's API just kind of messed with it a lot. Creeps jumped into the void and died? No. No, he didn't. Sorry. You don't know how strong Creeps truthfully is. He wouldn't fall in the void. He'd float back up. I'm gonna fight it. I'm trying. You should go to sleep. Character of the YouTuber. I know how to spell this YouTuber's name. I did it because it's funny. No worries. Can Creeps teleport? Can't answer that. Have to find out. Just have to find out when the new project comes through. I like this song. What is the time in the US? Well, there's multiple time zones in the US. I want to make that clear. I'm on the Eastern Standard Time, so it is 11:28 p.m. Hello. What the hell are you guys doing here? And 28, yeah. Here it's 11:28 because I'm on Eastern Standard Time. It's night, correct. It is PM. It is PM. And Creeps talk. Kind of. Yes, but no. North Dakota is not on the East Coast. I have great news for you. You should take a look at a US map. North Dakota is not on the East Coast. I am on Eastern Standard Time. That's about all you're going to get, and I won't be telling you what state I live in. 9 in the morning? Interesting. I will say, so far, no one has gotten my state right. People have tried to guess, but they haven't even gotten my state, let alone, like, they've gotten, like, North Dakota's connected to Canada, isn't it? So is Washington, by the way. Just for context there, so is Washington State. and that is the West Coast. So using that marker is not going to help you. It's good morning. Well, then good morning. Washington specifically is Seattle. That place is awesome. Yep, I've been to Seattle too. It's a very nice place. I hope to bring Eclipse there at some point. We're planning a trip that is us driving down the West Coast because she wants to see Washington State, but she wants to see the the redwood trees in California. So I said we'll just drive through, and I'll stop in one of my favorite places that I've ever been to. Like I've openly said that if I were going to retire somewhere, I'd probably retire in Lincoln City, Oregon. A very, very nice town. Just one of those weird things. I'm eating peppers and chicken right now, because if I don't eat, I might pass out. Lucifer, go to sleep if you need to. It's okay. Yeah, Seattle's a very nice place. I've been to Seattle 2 or 3 times. I don't dislike it. It's not my favorite city over there. I honestly kind of go back and forth on if I think San Francisco is better than Seattle. But I've spent not a lot of time in both. Like, I've just visited as a tourist, and that's kind of why I'm 50-50 on it. Like, people who visit New York City, it's like, you know, you might think, oh, I like this more than another one, but it's just, you know, not the same. Guess your state, let alone know it off my brain. Oh, no, I don't live near Washington. None of that. I don't live near that either, just... Anyway, my bones are actively becoming white rubber, so see, I guess. Okay, spookiest. Have a good one. Hopefully you had a good time here. No. No, I don't think I will. I've never been to Minnesota, so I can't. Also, Creeps is the little guy. I'm not Creeps. Collect your gunpowder? You could try. I'm gonna guarantee you're not gonna get very far. Do I know Hindi? No. I can barely speak English. I barely speak English, let alone another language. Good luck. I've never been to Minnesota. I'm not gonna lie. It would be untrustworthy of me. What am I doing? Why? Why am I reading Brain Rot now? Thought I suck at this game. I don't know. That's a great question. Do any of you guys have a forever world in Minecraft? Let me just ask that question for a second. Because I never got the appeal of it. Maybe it's because I play hardcore, but... here's the problem. We had a conversation on stream at some point because I was reading, like, what people consider, like, old memes, like the 21, like, all the Vine things. And the problem was, I have a line that I drew, which I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to read brain rot out of chat and stuff. And a bunch of people were like, well, that's not fair because I read the old stuff. So I'm like, all right, so then it's all brain rot then. And that's kind of where it's like, there's like a weird, I wouldn't say disconnect, but it's like, yeah, like I had the rule so because people would come in here spamming all these different things, whether it be like fucking 6-7 or fucking Larry, like all the little shit that I'm like, yeah, this isn't interesting, nor is this funny. Like, you guys are all children. Like, you guys are, if you guys are finding this stuff entertaining, you're actively too young to be on the platform. And that's all it is. But the problem was, when I drew that line in the sand, somebody else pointed out that it's not fair that I'll do the old stuff. Until I point out, like, anything over 10 years old, like, you know, in that case, that would be different. And that was kind of where I drew it, and it just hasn't really come up since, so. It doesn't matter if like, it's just modern brain rot. It's just all stupid. The problem is most things have turned to brain rot because, of course, it has. But it's just, I drew the line in the sand, so I wasn't reading brain rot, and so it made people kind of stop doing it. So I just kind of take all of those things and put them in there as lumped into one, that I just don't read a lot of brain rot. There's also a level to it, like, I'm gonna say it, like, the 21 and D's Nuts thing, they're just the new version, or they're just the old versions of the 6-7 and the, there's another one that's like it for, like, D's Nuts. It's just the newer version of the exact same joke. So it's not fair for me to draw that line for one thing and not for the other. That's all. So yeah, unless it's one of those things that I truthfully am like, yeah, this isn't brain rot, this is just something stupid. It's not something separate, like, they're gonna be the same. The more you know. Yeah, that's an old one. That's an old one and a better one, in my opinion. That one I like. Interesting. That. I have a question. What's up? No, Bent, I won't. Thank you for asking, though. That was a bit that got taken too far. The issue isn't even that I don't like it. It's that bit got taken a little too far by people. I considered making it alert. I considered making it like some kind of soundbite. It just never... People just took it a little too far, which kind of killed it for me. Oh my god. Goodbye, Shubham. Have a good one. Is Creeps good? Yes. In a minute. Hello, Justarando. How are you? Yes, please don't spam. Please don't spam. That's one of our other rules. Just don't spam so I could read chat. 2 bones so far. I'm still hungry. Opinions on wool stairs and slabs. We don't need them. I understand that they're cool for building and everything, but we need more things like vertical slabs, or we need, I don't know, overhauls of certain biomes before we needed that. I think it's cool that we're getting it. I'm annoyed that this is the update we're getting it. Like, we're getting another forest biome. Boo fucking who. I'm so tired of the forest getting the only thing. We need more. At this point, make a new version of the desert. Make an Oasis desert. I'll come back tomorrow to see you later. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. I do usually... I was trying to stream daily for a while, but life just got way too complicated, but maybe I'll be live. I'd like a plains upgrade. I'd like a desert upgrade. I'd like a new swamp variation that isn't mangrove. Like, the issue is, I love the fact that we're getting more and more trees, like the autumn and everything. Just add seasons, and that would have solved that problem. But maybe it's because I'm just a little annoyed that they keep saying, or that they keep doing the same thing, going, here's a new wood variation, here's a new wood variation. And it's like, guys, how about new sandstone? Last time we got a proper desert update was basically the Badlands. You're a disgusting creature. Said a lot. I understand. We got swamp variants called fucking sulfur caves. See, the problem is, they're not technically a swamp variant. But I'd be fine with that, because at least that's unique. That's not a retexture of a same area with just a new wood color. Also, to put this politely, as a mod maker, a new biome is not as hard Especially when you're making a variation on an existing one. If they're technically a swamp variant, then great. Then my argument about the swamp goes out the window. I don't mind that. There are other biomes that need it, and even if you don't want to include biomes for it, I'll keep arguing the same thing everybody does. Hey guys, what about the end? Why are we not getting an expanded end? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Not saying we need it, but pointing out it'd be kind of cool to have something. Want more end? Yes. Yeah, see, here's the problem. Everybody wants an end update. I have said it over and over again. We'll get an end update when they figure out how they want to end the game. The reason the end hasn't been touched too much is because they expanded the end out of the original island to give them to give players a reason to continue playing in the end. The issue isn't the end itself, it's the fact that the end is technically the last thing you're supposed to do in the game. They added in new bosses like the Wither. What they really should do, and I'm sorry to put it this way for everybody who wants an end update, we need a fucking Deep Dark update. A proper Deep Dark update that's going to expand on what the hell they wanted to do with the Ancient City in the Deep Dark. Why are we getting a new wood variation when we have a Deep Dark portal or something that doesn't even matter? Just pointing that out for a minute. Speaking of Sulfur Caves, I made a Sulfur Kingdom on a surface Sulfur Cave, and I made a target to shoot turn geyser on and off. Bigger mobs. I wouldn't mind that either. I don't mind if the mob variation stayed the same, because I'm tired of seeing the same creeper I'm tired of seeing the same fucking zombie and the same fucking skeleton get changed. We don't need 3 different versions of the skeleton. We don't need 5 different versions of the zombie. Like, I'm sorry, we just don't. Give us a new creeper. Give us a new spider. Give us a new enderman. Give us a new hostile mob that isn't the warden. And seriously, why is snow on sand? Because we're technically in that kind of in-between area. It's technically a beach near a cold ocean. I've seen the same creeper and literally creeps as a PNG. I'm tired of seeing the same creeper and the same enderman. That's part of the reason why creeps exists. Because I loved the concept. I saw Herobrine quit the game. I've seen him more than a few times. Yeah, I don't even know if I want bigger mobs. That's kind of the issue. A harder version of a mob would be one thing, but we don't need bigger or badder versions. They should really do a dungeon overhaul. Because Minecraft, like the actual dungeons in the game, like the ones with spawners, kind of suck. At the game I saw Herobrine? Oh no. I have no idea what you're talking about, just Durando. He's in the trees, understandable. Another waystone. Like, this is one of those things. We have 3 different variations on the skeleton now. I think we're actually up to 4. Because there's a desert one, too. We just don't need this many. It's so frustrating that we're only getting skeleton and zombie variations. Like, I understand why we won't get a creeper variation. Probably ever, but I hope so. See, I don't agree with you that mobs are better than biomes. But my main take on that is just... mobs can go into every biome, and that's why... That's a... What? What are you? You a surface dungeon? Wow, I haven't seen one of you in a long time. Huh. I don't know when the last time I actually found a surface dungeon was. Look, gunpowder. Alright, and we leave. And we leave. That's kind of wild. Different universe where also missed one of those water buckets? Probably. Groups have toes? I'm not going to answer it that way. I'm not going to answer that way. Brewing stand? Okay. We need a brewing stand. I'm not gonna save this world for anything. It's gonna probably get disconnected. Give us another golem, please. See, I wouldn't mind another golem either. Anyway, going back to what I was gonna say, because the thing I was gonna say, I agree with Lucifer that we need more mobs, but the difference is making them bigger does not make them scarier. Make them harder to deal with. Make a new variation on them that is harder to deal with. Like, I hate to use the example, but that's why mutant mobs is still a used mod to this day. Mutant mobs made harder versions of it. I don't want a dirt golem. Give us a netherite golem? I don't even think I'd want that. The problem is, the only one I truthfully want right now, I want, like, a gold or a diamond golem. I think that would have been better, but that's me. You're galactic, you're God. I'm sorry to tell you this, you are not God. I would love for that to have been the way, but that's just not how this works. For all intents and purposes in this stream, I'm as close to God, apparently. My word is final, and my word is... I don't know. I got nothing. Ooh, galactic. Low blow. My father's dead. I'm sorry to say that, but I think you were here for that. Didn't crash this time. Let's go. Who's excited for the Digital Circus 9? I'm going to see it. I'm hopeful. I didn't see any of the spoilers people were saying, so. Hello, Moldy Lasagna. Was not there. Yeah, I know. Just a reminder before anything else, before, like, this gets more out of hand. Just remember, being a prick online does not change anything, and making jokes to be funny is totally fine, but you never know who or what you're going to, like, what you're going to say will actually, like, affect someone, per se. So, like, you never know. Verticals being weird, understandable. You never know, so just remember that, like, I know it's, like, totally a joke for it. Like, I don't care. Like, truthfully, I don't care as much as people think I do. Like, my father's been dead for 9 years now, almost 10. So. I'll share the story and then I'll get off this topic, but I had somebody come into my stream when I was doing a charity live stream. By the way, I do charity live streams in November for pancreatic cancer awareness and, like, research, because my father passed away of pancreatic cancer. And I had somebody come into my stream. All they were doing was just being a kind of a nuisance the entire stream. They weren't adding anything. They were attacking, like, members of my chat and everything. I was just done with them. And they're like, knock, knock. I was like, what? Who is it? And they're like, your daddy's back with the milk. I'm like, cool, my dad's dead. I'd pay to have that moment. And they're like, oh, I'm like, yeah, you probably should go, like, sit in a corner and remember mommy and daddy probably didn't love you enough, and that's why you feel the need to do this. And I never saw them again. I know my mod banned them after, but, like, it's truthfully the answer. Like, it doesn't matter. People are just... It's just how people are. It sucks to say it that way, but... You know. You learn pretty quickly, just kind of... It just happens to be... But... Just always remember that, you know. I wasn't there, sorry, you're fine. Look, you want me to sit here and gripe on it? Why would I sit here and gripe on it? The honest, easy answer is just, it happens. Just, the only thing I've always said is, I try to be as, like, welcoming as I can, and, like, try to help people. Why are we talking about bread bowls, Moldy Lasagna? I'm just curious. Like, I always try to tell people, like, you know, be the way you want to, like, be treated kind of thing, because, like, I have spent quite a lot of time, like, trying to explain to people, like, I stream because I want to. I stream because I have fun doing it. If I'm not having fun, I'm not going to sit here and do it. I'm not going to waste my time or your time. I'd rather people see, like, what a genuine content creator's like again, because it's been so long since a lot of people saw, you know, somebody who's not interested in just, you know, give me views, make me the most famous YouTuber. I don't care about all that. I never understood people who were like that. Like I've said before, if I could make this my job, I'd do it. I'm a programmer. You think I wouldn't enjoy not having to sit in front of a computer all day and type out the same things over and over again? Oh, wait, that's exactly what I do, basically. Anyway. You're watching Phineas and Ferb? Okay. Gotcha. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm the only one who gets unnaturally pissed off when people confuse jackets, sweaters, and hoodies. Probably. That seems like an irrational thing, but, you know, each their own. Who here breathes air? Sadly, I do. Can you imagine a world where we didn't breathe air? Imagine, like, we breathed in, like, fucking phosphorus or something. That'd be interesting. Anyway. Now that I'm done with my little rant that probably scared so many people away. I always prefer to show people, like, I'd rather be more just, I'm here to have fun. If the way you have fun is interrupting others, I would just tell you to go find someone else that will vibe with you a little bit better. That's all. How does a bread bowl hot tub die? Sweater sweatshirt is a thicker shirt with longer sleeves. Not always. A hoodie is a sweater with a hood. A sweater is a sweatshirt. It's not exactly the same thing. It's a sweatshirt's more a hoodie without a hood. More a hoodie without a hood, yeah. Jacket. You, Justarando, should go and design, you should totally go design some new clothing. While I'm here. I thought the recipe was. Okay. I had to make sure I'm not crazy. That's all. Does Porygon have more blue or pink on him? Quick, I need to know. Just look up a picture of Porygon, you'll get your answer. Porygon's made of digital artifacts, so he could be anything. Alright, I've been live for almost 3 hours, so I'm thinking I may end stream. End stream at the 3-hour mark or not? Well, can't tell, then just gotta look harder at it. More parts are blue, but the bigger parts are pink. It's a great question. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end stream. I'm live for just under 3 hours. I hope you all had a good day, and I hope if any of you would like to, you're welcome to stick around. We'll be back maybe tomorrow, hopefully during the next week I'll be back. I try to stream every day, but it's been a bit spotty with work and life and everything, so. Alright everybody. I will see you all hopefully tomorrow, if not, during the week. Have a good one, everybody.